What's up, guys? We are live from the Brojo again, and I am here today with a couple of guys. We're going to be recording the review for The Defenders. I am the Asian sensation, Kien.
Let's put quotation marks on sensation.
I'm just Asian.
I'm the Asian persuasion.
God damn it, we're all out of order now.
This is ruining my feng shui.
I'm not Asian, I'm Eli.
You sound very fun gay.
Oh! Again with gay comments. Y'all just running that into like a dead brick.
Seems to be a trend.
And then we have...
I'm Rye Guy.
Alright, so let's...
Apparently Max isn't here.
Well, Max isn't. These guys are all here, but they didn't really watch The Defenders. Like, they're all around us. Like, okay, Zach, did you watch The Defenders?
No.
Okay,
sorry.
go fuck you. What about you, Gil?
No.
Yeah, fuck you. Max, you only watched 3 episodes.
I binge watched
And you
that
don't know
shit
anything
so
that was
hard.
happening.
I watched
Max.
it. I watched it the day it came out.
I was
Right.
forced to watch it because you all came over to my house and
I
raised my
finished it in the
TV.
span of 2 days, and that's
All-
only because I had to go to work.
Right. all I'm saying is that, like, if Rooster Teeth is, like, and Nerdist are, like, the Avengers of podcasting, we're definitely the Defenders. We're down, dirty, and gritty.
I don't think we can throw our names with them.
That's what I mean. We're the Defenders.
They have way more views and subscribers
exactly
than
like
we do.
that's like, but no one like, but that's what
We're like the dirt beneath the Defenders.
Fine, we have Defender-esque people. Like we have our very own reverse Danny Rand and Jay.
We're not even the dirt beneath the
Asian-
Defenders. We're like,
The worms inside of the dirt.
yeah,
Right.
we're like the little bacteria that's feeding
No,
the
that's,
dirt.
that's very understandable. Like I said, reverse Danny Rand and Jay. He's an Asian guy trying to be white. We got Max with mental disabilities from his relationships.
Who's that supposed
Yeah,
to
who's
be?
Marriage.
That's
Jessica
Jones.
Jones. Jessica Jones. We got Ryan, who's really boring and lackluster when he's himself, but when he gets drunk, his alter ego is really fun. In White Trash Jesus.
The fuck is that supposed to be?
You know what I mean. And then
Who
we-
am I with that?
and then-
None of them are alcoholics in that show.
and then-
Tony
Secretly,
Stark
they're all
without the suit.
alcoholics.
Yeah, they're secretly all alcoholics.
Behind the
None
scenes.
of
And then,
Jones is the closest.
What am I, Daredevil?
yeah, you're Daredevil.
All right.
Then we got the guy who likes big donks, black chicks, and hip hop music.
Say Big Dons.
Big donks.
Oh.
Big donks.
He has a big dong.
No, I don't. Ladies, don't listen to them. I will upset you.
Oh.
2 baby thumbs.
2 baby thumbs.
No, you won't upset them. You'll just disappoint.
Yeah,
Like
I
you
will
usually
disappoint.
do.
I'll disappoint you.
Like your mother.
Yeah, I disappoint my mom. She started listening to some of these. So,
Hi, Kien's mother.
my sister played one. I'm like, y'all, bitch. But nah. So we're talking about the Defenders, and basically the Defenders is, like I said, it's the not the Avengers, but they're like street level people.
They're the TV
They're the-
Avengers.
The TV
They're the
Avengers.
heroes for hire, technically.
Yeah, that's the thing. The weird thing about the Defenders is that, like, the comic books it was Doctor Strange, Hulk, Silver Surfer, and Namor. At times Marvel had no idea where to put these characters in, so they're like, we're gonna just clusterfuck these all together, and it worked out perfectly well for the most part.
Yeah.
And then what the Defenders is now is the heroes for hire. It's got the heroes for hire concept because you got Daredevil, you've got Jessica Jones, you got Luke Cage and Iron Fist, but the plot centers around. I don't think you have to really watch the others to understand the Defenders. You can.
Well, to understand like who the villain is, like the backstory of the villain.
Right.
Otherwise,
So
yeah.
yeah. I mean, this is like you probably should watch everything before you do
Is
this.
Sigourney Weaver's character in one of them?
No,
Or no?
she's
No,
new.
She's new.
So the thing about this is, so there's
She
this-
dies, spoiler.
Right. There's this, with an alien bursting out of her chest. Nah, it's actually a sword, but
Close enough.
no, the idea is Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, and Iron Fist are working together to stop the Hand, and before that, there's their own little mini arcs that they're cleaning. It's basically a like finishing everything up from all the other shows and putting it into its own thing.
Gil
Yes,
has
Gil?
his hand
Quick
raised up.
question. So
Yeah.
are they dealing with the hand because the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are busy with the foot?
Yes. Yes, they are, Gil. You're right.
Who gets the arm?
Fuck you, Gil.
God damn it.
Wouldn't you rather have the hand?
Oh,
So
really?
much more useful than the foot.
Yeah, so much more. I
Can't
mean,
do
you
very
can
much with
walk
the
with
foot.
your foot.
You can run.
Unless you're one of those weird guys that's really into feet.
Yeah.
Are you, Ryan?
I've seen feet jobs on the internet. Those look entertaining.
God, what the fuck is wrong with you? And so, for the four of us who have seen this, what do you guys think about it? What did you like about it?
10 out of 10, loved it.
It was really good.
The first 2 episodes are boring as shit, but once the 3rd episode hits
Well,
and it starts getting exciting, it was amazing.
Well, they were setting up, like, you know, for, like, all the shit that go
Could have
down.
moved a little bit quicker, to be fair.
Ryan just doesn't like story building.
That was probably that whole like entire 2-episode arc that they did to cover all the characters could probably have just been the first episode. Not gonna lie.
I like the titles of the episodes a lot, though, like H for Hero and things like that. Like, don't say the H word.
Yep.
I like the what was that, like Hell of a Right Hook or whatever
Yeah.
the
Right.
title of
Yeah.
that episode.
Right.
Damn.
No, I found it to be super enjoyable. I really liked the series. I
Well-
actually liked Danny Rand in this. Like, I hated.
was
I
more
told you.
likable.
I told you it was more likable in this.
I hated Iron Fist. I thought Iron Fist was a dumpster fire.
This actually makes me really pumped for if they do Power Man and
And
Iron Fist.
right? It makes me so.
Especially the first time you see Luke Cage and Iron Fist fighting together when they're in the office building. That was dope.
That was
That was like for me, I was watching that, I'm like, this is basically like going in without any armor at a boss fight. And like, because he's not doing shit to him. And all of a sudden, alright, I have enough MP to do my super attack. Haka! That's the one thing that's shitty. Like, Luke Cage makes it a point to tell Danny Rand how white he is. He's like, alright, listen here. You're white. You don't have to worry about getting arrested. He's like, yeah, they'll just share cocaine with me. You're totally right. Like, the thing about it is, like, Ryan gave me shit about this, but I pointed this out while we were watching the show.
Oh, you could-
If you look very closely
should've
when they
mentioned that.
cut scenes, the hues change. So
it was
like,
really cool to see
Daredevil, when it's a significantly Daredevil part, there's a lot of red lighting undertones.
Although I went back and I watched the first season of Daredevil after finishing the Defenders, just because I felt like watching Daredevil again.
You still have that.
The other
show.
hues are in Daredevil.
Right, they're all
They're-
like the hues. That's what it means. It's like the first couple of episodes. It's like they're not really a show. It's not really the Defenders yet. So they're doing all.
No, what
of
I'm
it-
saying is the first season of Daredevil, there's not just red hue. It's like there's green and yellow hues in
Right.
that show too.
Right. What I mean is though, when you look at it like this, that's how they like separate the stories that they haven't collided yet. Because when like Daredevil and Jessica Jones collide in their stories, there's none of that like red or blue tint anymore. Like Jessica Jones had a blue tint to it, Luke Cage had a yellow tint to it, Iron Fist had a green tint to it. He even had a green suit, and I was like, y'all are just looking ridiculous. You're not the Riddler here, kid.
I think the biggest strength of this show was making me like characters that I hated beforehand. Like, I really like Danny in this series, and then I really like Jessica Jones with her dynamic between her and Matt Murdock.
Right.
I really enjoy their scenes. Those
think-
are probably my favorite scenes.
I think that was really the quality that the show had, is that they worked together really well, even though they didn't work together that well in the show. Like, they suck as a team. They're the
They do.
shittiest team I've ever seen.
They're okay.
They're okay, but
They stopped an evil force.
They stopped-
an ancient evil force. So
For
you know,
now.
they're all right. They're
For
all right.
now.
Okay, so my biggest complaint was Matt Murdock's character within the show when it came to Elektra, because he's like,
Do you not believe in the power of pussy?
no, yeah, I do. And I thought that was
Good
bullshit.
pussy can make man do some strange things,
He's
man.
he's like, Elektra, you're alive. All right, game on.
Can you imagine? They're two ninjas. Their sex must be crazy.
God damn it.
Guarantee didn't have that with the chick working for them, the law firm. She probably couldn't bend the way Elektra can.
Karen? What's your
Karen Page.
Page.
They're probably having some insane ninja sex.
No, they have sex in his dad's old boxing gym. They fight first.
Yeah, they do.
But
Oh,
no.
that'd be kind of weird. Like you're in the middle of having sex, all of a sudden there's like a smoke bomb and they're just gone. And you're just like, the fuck?
No, I think this show was really fun. I'm a big Wu-Tang fan. So
So
when
when
they
you like pumped at the very end,
they play Protect
Yeah.
Your Neck at the last fighting scene, and it just made me so
like
happy.
I
scene is
automatically
so
thought like, wait, Kien's gonna love this. What the fuck?
Like, I heard it. I heard the song. I'm like, oh, they're doing Protect Your Neck. Oh, they're doing Protect Your Neck. I was like, that was the thing. Like, I still like the Luke Cage parts the most in this because I like the music in Luke Cage a lot, and it's got that good urban vibe to it that Zach and I can totally relate to because Zach and I are both chiggers that like really like hip hop. Eli's like, man, I can't say that or I'll have to make an apology.
Man, I have never heard that term before.
But no, that was my thing. Like, I like the music in this, and it's really good. My biggest complaint is like how they brought all the hand together, like all the 5 people are the 5 fingers of the hand. I was like, Nobu, fucking the dude from Iron Fist, who I thought was stupid. I'm glad he died.
I think my biggest complaint about this was that sort of like the first half of this series was basically Iron Fist 2, and then like the last half of the series was basically Daredevil Season 3, because those were the 2 characters that the show has tended to focus on the most.
Right. But I think that's because like the other 2 really have nothing to do with the hand.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
And so, maybe in Phase 2 it'll have to do with, like, you know...
Some Luke Cagey and Jessica
Yeah, like
Jonesy
some,
shit.
maybe like Flint, Michigan style Luke Cage shit.
Turns out that in the second half, Luke Cage finally earns his tiara.
Oh my god,
Good
dude!
God.
No, you never watched the original, you didn't watch Luke Cage, did you? He got his tiara in the fucking
You
series!
did, yeah.
Yeah, because he's being tested. Did you watch Luke Cage?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's being tested, and like...
He just rips his.
He rips his head,
Yeah.
and it's the headband,
Uh-huh.
and like he steals clothes, and for some reason he uses a chain for a belt. I think that was like kinda pushing it. He's like, oh man, my pants are coming up. Oh look, this 15-pound fucking iron chain will lift me up. And then he's like, I look damn ridiculous. I'm like, y'all knew that was a yellow fucking shirt and bright ass blue pants. You can't be saying you look ridiculous knowing you picked that shit out yourself. There was white shirts on there. No, I had so much fun with this show. I thought I liked Styx a lot in this show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Well, no, his
I was
fight
sad
with his
because
one
Stick.
freaking hand is like, bonk, and it's like,
Dude, the scene where he cuts his
Yeah,
hand off
where
is
he's-
one of my favorites.
Like,
Yeah,
what?
he's like, well, I regret this, and then just cuts his hand off and beats the shit out of Electra.
Just nubbing air. Just like with this nub, just like whoopoosh, whoopoosh, whoopoosh. I'm like, dude, that's gotta hurt. Like, and like I said, like, I know you guys don't really like Jay and I really like Jessica Jones enough. Like,
Yeah.
I like Jessica Jones in this.
well, her and Luke had the, as you were talking about, the fuck you foo, which is just, you're just gonna punch.
Right, yeah.
They,
They use, like, Daredevil and Iron Fist are like, we're trained martial artists. And Jessica Jones and Luke Cage are like, y'all just punch shit. Hopefully it works out. And for the most part, it does. Like, I think that was my favorite dynamic is that, like, these guys, like, even Jessica says, she's like, I'm sick of this kung fu shit.
Yeah, she did say
she's
that.
like, I'm done.
Yeah, that was when she was fighting that guy that was parked outside of What's-Her-Face's house.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she was like, am I the only person left that doesn't know Kung Fu?
Yeah.
And it's so, like, for me. And then, like, this is the shit that I, like, always say about, like, I think these kind of comic book shows should be more prominent than movies because you can get so much shit in a comic
and you
book
get
show.
more character development
Right.
in the movie.
Though, I have another complaint. Not enough White Hat. That dude was a badass.
Wait, White
Yeah.
Hat was the...
He was the black dude from The Hand.
Oh yeah, he was
Yeah.
definitely a badass.
Yeah.
A black dude named White Hat in the
Yeah.
hand.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have any wise comments for this, Gil?
None that he wouldn't have to apologize for later.
No, but like that's the thing. Like, I think the weakest part of this series is, to me personally, the hand
The
as
villains.
the villains. Like, their ninja people are pretty dope as shit because they're ninjas and they're like, go, fight, kill. And like, and then I guess all the side characters to me are pretty, not, I mean, because they're not very important for the most part, but like, they're just there.
They get the job done.
Right, like, I think Foggy was,
didn't him and Matt have a still pretty rocky relationship
Yeah.
in the second
They all
season?
do.
They all
second
have
season,
yeah, they all
But
was
I
really
think that
rocky.
improved a lot in this series.
Yeah, because he dies and they're like, I should have been a better friend!
Quotation marks.
God damn it.
That's one thing I'm really excited for about season 3 of Daredevil is it looks like it's gonna follow the Born Again storyline from the comics, which is a really dark and fucked up storyline. So I'm pumped for that.
Do explain, like, what in summary, like, basically what is Born Again?
He finds Karen in Mexico and she's a prostitute.
Yeah,
Oh,
and he's
shit.
addicted, she's like addicted to crack.
Yeah.
Like, she's addicted to heroin.
That's dark. I like it.
Me gusta mucho. I'm very excited.
No, but like, with that, like,
Dang it, Karen.
I liked, and like, I don't hate Colleen Wing, but I still thought she was like, she was better at Iron Fist than she was in this, because I think she had more to
That
do.
Iron Fist love interest.
Yeah.
I always forget her fucking name.
Yeah, Colleen
Yeah.
Wing.
Colleen
She's
Wing.
pretty cool. I like that they in Luke Cage when Misty Knight's first introduced, they play this like, oh, she's gonna lose her arm in Luke Cage because she's using blood. No, she straight up loses her fucking arm in this show.
Yeah, it
because
gets
like in the,
sliced right off.
in the comic book she has a
Slice.
cyborg arm, and Danny's like, I can help fund that. And I'm like, all right, if she gets a robot arm and starts fighting crime, I'd be totally okay with that. I am kind of sad though that they didn't like. You didn't get to see a little bit hint of Luke Cage season 2. All you really get is that he's still trying to find Shades and Big whatever. Her,
Yeah, it mentions.
Right.
Yeah.
And like I kind of wish you kind of got a little bit more from that. But Jessica Jones, the thing that's gonna bother me about Jessica Jones,
It's a pretty bad.
well, but that too. But season 2 is that she's supposed to be like guilt-ridden and being like haunted by Kilgrave, but you don't get that feeling in the Defenders. So I kind of wish they gave that feeling to her. You know what I mean?
I mean, she's kind of got it at the beginning where she's just not working or anything.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
But then she
And then
teams
at
up
the
with
very-
the Defenders, and then
And
she's
at the
more
very end,
confident
she
afterwards.
opens up her
Yeah.
technically and she got
Right.
You're right.
Like I said, the side characters were there, but the story was really focused on these 4 characters. And my favorite thing is it's proof Daredevil can kick the shit out of Iron Fist in this universe.
I also really like that.
A blind dude punching a rich white
Yeah.
kid. That was
I really enjoyed Daredevil's interrogation scene.
Oh my
When he
god.
fucking wraps his nunchuck thingy around White Hat's neck and just starts squeezing. Danny's just like, that's so cool.
But then that's the thing. Danny kind of becomes a little whiny bitch again for a little bit in the series, in the mid part of the series before it gets serious, which is
I still liked him for the most part.
he was fun.
He was better,
Yes.
but I still didn't like his role in it.
Right. My only complaint about the Danny Rand in this, again, like I said, is that he's not using both glowy hands. He's only using one glowy hand.
He has to learn how to use
But yeah,
both
as I
glowing
said,
hands.
both in Iron Fist and the Defenders, they just emphasize how he never finished his training.
Right.
I mean, the goddamn hand knows more about the Iron Fist than he does.
Yeah, right. He's like, and then like, I just wanted him to find, like, I wanted to see the scene where he fights the fucking dragon. I'm so pissed off every
Wait.
time.
He fights a dragon?
Yep.
Yeah. That's
They
how
don't-
Iron Fist gets his fist in the comic
Yeah.
book.
Oh, that's fucking cool.
Well, no, it even shows it in Iron Fist, not the entire scene. It just
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
one of his
hinted.
flashbacks.
Right, because everyone doesn't believe him because he's crazy.
I don't know. I can't imagine that scene looking cool because TV CG always looks like
Yeah.
shit.
But this
They
is
did it.
Netflix.
They did it fine. Like that was.
Netflix
I think
CG
that was like
looks
one of
like
my
shit, too.
bright parts of Iron Fist is that like they didn't show the dragon, but they made the allegory of the dragon with the
Yeah.
red neon sign and him going in and facing it, which is very
Good one.
Thank you. It's very understandable. So, what do you? Final thoughts. What do you guys rating this?
10 out of 10.
And why?
Loved it.
God, you are. I fucking hate you.
I don't know. It had really good action sequences in it that I enjoyed very much. It had that well choreographed fighting again that I enjoyed so much from the first Daredevil season. And the characters are all very enjoyable to watch, and the dynamic between them is just really fun and hilarious. They gel very well together. 10 out of 10. I'm excited for the next Defenders season.
All right, Jay.
I'm giving like a 9. You know, it was fantastic. Basically, what Ryan was saying. Yeah.
I'd also give it a 9.
Okay.
I don't think it's perfect, but it definitely did what it
It's
set out to.
perfect.
Nah.
There, there were a couple parts
wait,
where
there
it
was
should
that
have been
one
better.
part
And they
where-
killed Stick, and I hate
Sorry.
that. I like Stick.
To go back to point out something. You pointed it out when we first watched it, where Electra's like, "Grah!" and then she just flops and jumps up, and then she lands stupidly.
Yeah, that was my thing. Like Ryan's like, "There's nothing wrong with this," and I'm like, "Just you wait. Watch it very carefully."
I mean, like, how are you going to make it, like, look, like, decently okay to have them flopping out of a tub of blood? Like, it's kind of a hard scene to do.
That Electra scene. So like, if you rewatch it,
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
she's coming out like out at you, and then the next time she's going sideways,
Yeah.
flopping like a dead fish. And I'm just like, alright, that's cool.
I mean, she kind of was a dead fish.
For a while. So, well, with that in mind, my final thought is I really like the fight choreography. I love the music. I love the I love this. This is one of my favorite Netflix releases because I just saw the dumpster fire that was the Death Note movie. So I'm giving this a 9.
Check out the review in the link below.
It's not out yet. It's out. It's gonna be next Friday. The
Oh.
Death Note one. So
Wait,
yeah,
then how did you already get flack on that?
I wrote a I wrote a
On
why I
Facebook
don't
you wrote.
like Death Note
Oh.
thing. So that's been the review of Defenders. I'm Kien Ibanez.
I'm Rye Guy.
Still jailed in camp.
Eli.
Have a good one.